Hello there. This is James, and you're watching OneRoyal, and it's live. In fact, it's not just OneRoyal, and it's live. In fact, you're watching a OneRoyal presents a watch-along. Because the market is asking a question, and I'm asking the question too. Is today the day that we finally see the effect of tariffs? Because today, of course, is the US Consumer Price Index announcement. But, oops, got ahead of myself there. But, before I get into all of that, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should be taken as financial advice. I always expect you to do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. With that out the way, let's get started. So, yes, indeed, it's Consumer Price Index today, big US CPI. But for those of you who are maybe new to trading, you might want to know or ask the question, what is the Consumer Price Index and why is it important? Okay. Well, the Consumer Price Index is a measurement of a basket of goods and services. In other words, inflation. So the big question with the CPI, when it shows us, is has prices gone up or has prices gone down? Now, a higher reading, potentially is bullish for the US dollar, whereas a lower reading is potentially bearish for the US dollar. Now, the big question or the big thing the market will be looking at this reading is try to have a guess what the Fed may do next. Because the Fed target for inflation is 2%. And the market will try and double guess based on this inflation reading whether we will do or whether the Fed will do 2 rate cuts this year or 1 rate cut this year. Now, that's the big question, because don't forget there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation, okay, that with a very good labor market, okay, or currently a very steady US labor market, balanced economic details, economic data coming through as well, but the Fed may do 2 rate cuts. However, despite all the pressure the Fed has been under by the Trump administration to cut rates, in particularly Powell to cut interest rates, they are still very much on the wait and see, because they think, okay, that we will start to see the tariff effect. Because up till now, the market has not seen any effect of tariffs on the market. Oh, Broker's Call. Hello there. Hello, Broker's Call. I hope you're good. Nice to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. So, yes, this is what they're going to be double guessing. Okay. And the reason being, and I've got a special guest to bring on in a moment, just so you know. Somebody's going to come in and watch it with me. Someone very special, a good colleague of mine and a good friend of mine. I'll bring him in a moment. But anyway, this is the expectation of the Consumer Price Index, okay, year on year. Expectation is for it to come in at 2.7%. Previous reading was 2.4%. Okay, so that's a big jump if it does indeed come in at 2.7. As well as that, we've got month on month, don't forget, 0.3. Core, month on month, 0.3. Core, year on year, 3%. So in general, we are expected to see inflation finally tick higher. Don't forget, inflation or CPI is around a 4-year low. Are we going to finally see the change with these tariffs? Anyway, I want to bring in somebody very special, a good friend of mine, a colleague, a fellow analyst, someone I'm very excited to bring in. He's also a retention specialist. Can I please introduce you to Vaskin? Vaskin, hello there, buddy. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be here.
Good to see you, mate. Good to have you, mate. Do you want to tell the good people a little bit about yourself?
I'm a retention specialist here at OneRoyal. I've been in the market for the past 6 years, and I'm specialized in gold trading, forex trading, everything that is related to trading, basically.
Yeah. You're like me, my friend. You're a fellow gold bug. We both
Yes,
love it.
exactly.
We both love the yellow metal. But anyway, we're talking today, obviously, about we're waiting for the CPI to come out, which comes in just under 3 minutes. I mean, are you excited about this just as much as I am? Do you think we might finally see the tariff effect? What do you think?
Of course, how the market is treating it, of course, we're going to see a huge potential in the market. A lot of things are expected to happen here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, the timing of this is coming during the time, obviously, when there's a lot of tension between the US and practically the rest of the world, because obviously Trump has sent out letters to so many different countries, 20 countries, with tariffs ranging between 20 to 50%, and 35% on Canada and 30% imports on Mexico and European Union. That's massive. But here's the thing, and these are the current tariffs we're paying: 30% with China, 10% for the US goods on China, paying 25% on cars, automobiles from Canada, 25% light cargo trucks, 50% on steel and aluminium on all countries. And at the moment, just 10% baseline. So if we start to see a tick higher today, then these additional tariffs, which are supposed to start on the 1st of August, is going to be really, really frightening. But don't you think? I mean, like I say, it could be just a sign of things to come. What do you reckon?
Of course, though, in addition to that as well, the tariffs on Russia, on Russian crude oil as well. So in the next 48 days, we might see that affecting the market as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really valid point. Anyway, a quick go through these potential scenarios, buddy, because we're about 30 seconds away. Okay, potential scenario number 1. Higher than expected CPI reading could potentially lead to stronger USD as the market expects only one Fed rate cut. Potential scenario number 2, I quickly whiz through these, bud, because we're about 10 seconds away. Softer than expected CPI reading could potentially lead to a weaker US dollar as the market expects the Fed to cut once. Potential scenario, well, CPI announced as expected. Actually, we haven't got time for that. It does nothing. Market ignores everything because it's all about the tariffs. We ran out of time. I need to bring the market up straight away. We're looking right away at the euro. Here we go. What was it is? Whoa. Look at that little jump by the euro. Let's find out what that number was. Here we go. Okay. Right. It's pretty much announced as expected. Breaking news. US Consumer Price Index. Yes. Now it's expected at 2.7%. Don't forget the previous reading was 2.4. Month on month, 0.3. But the core was better. Month on month, 0.2. And year on year, 2.9. They're expecting 3%. that's a bit of a shocker, isn't it?
Shock, yeah.
It really is. I mean, again, okay, they anticipated the baseline year on year to come at 2.7. But again, I think, of course, the core, which doesn't include food or volatile oil energy prices, that didn't come in as high as they expected. So again, a lower number. So clearly, the market's thinking, hence the euro bouncing back, that indeed we might only get one Fed rate cut. What do you reckon?
It seems like that. As the market showed the effect, it seems like that high chance.
It does. I mean, we look at the cable as well. The sterling is also bounced up as well. And don't forget, we've had a stronger dollar as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Over the last couple of trading sessions. Gold hasn't been very active, but really, I think this was all about the dollar today, all about the currencies. Let's have a quick look at the dollar yen. Let's have a quick look at the dollar yen, see the reaction of the dollar yen as well. Again, yeah, it's spiked down lower, so we are looking at a weaker dollar. I think, though the headline rate is going to get all the attention, it's really about the core. What do you reckon?
Uh,
Oh, you there, buddy?
yeah, I'm here. Can
you hear me? Okay.
Yes, all good.
Okay. So obviously, I think it's the core, which is obviously sort of shocked the market a little bit.
Most affected the market, yeah.
Definitely. So the bets are on. Now, it'll be interesting to see how the US market obviously reacts next. I'm just going to have a little sip of my Cyprus frappe. Yeah. Anyway, that's again, okay. One good thing I will say, at least the market reacted, because it's been a very long time. I don't doubt you agree with me. It's been a very long time where the market has ignored economic data and it's all been about tariffs.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen it.
Yeah, it has. I miss the good old days. I don't know about you. I really do. I do miss the good old days when it was about economic data, not about what Trump tweeted. Yeah. Anyway, don't forget, ladies and gents. That's a shocker. Okay. To reiterate the result or what was announced, headline rate year on year came in as expected at 2.7%. Month on month headline rate came in at 0.3% as expected. The only thing which is slightly lower than anticipated is the core, which doesn't include volatile stuff like food and oil. Month on month came in at 0.2%, below 0.3 expected. And year on year core came in at 2.9%, lower than 3%. So this is why basically we are seeing a reaction in the market weakening the dollar. But I have a question to ask you, buddy, and see what you think about this. Despite the fact, okay, that the core was lower, baseline's lower, as we mentioned earlier on, this is really the first time we're seeing the tariff affect inflation, you know, so it is generally affecting it. And as we already mentioned, the tariffs in place at the moment are a lot lower than the current tariffs, which are anticipated potentially on the 1st of August. How do you think the market will start looking at this, maybe looking towards the 1st of August? Do you think there will be maybe potentially a bit of panic now that this is indeed real?
Of course, there's panic in the market because they're taking the tariffs very seriously. So everyone's running for gold. Everyone.
Yeah. Funny to mention that. Let's pull up gold actually, because gold. Let's talk about gold, because I think there is another alternative. Actually, I think the market. I'm a gold bug. You're a gold bug. You know, it's our first love. It's definitely my first love. And we can see, yes, it's still hovering around the all-time levels. It's still trading around $3,351,
Yeah.
which means it's still shining bright. But I tell you what I am also finding very interesting at the moment, especially with this additional fear now we see happening. I think this is going to be, this is the first time we've actually really have seen the tariff effect, is that silver is looking quite attractive alternative, because gold, obviously, we've already know hits new all-time highs. So silver, yeah, but silver is looking attractive. It hit a highest level in 14 years yesterday. So I think silver is going to be an interesting one to watch as well. Okie dokie. Okay, well, like I say, that's the result. Bit of movement in the market, which is a nice change, isn't it, buddy?
Of course, of course.
It is. Yeah, it's a nice change. We haven't seen that for a while, based on economic data, which is good. But very good. Don't forget, guys, this is indeed a live show, ladies and gents, and you can talk to us anytime you wish. Ask us questions. Share us your opinions. Let us know what you think about what's going on in the market, and even what you're trading. Don't forget, you can ask either one of us. As well as that, if you're watching us on YouTube and you like what we do, subscribe if you like. Hit the notification button so you know next time we're going live. And if you like the content and you enjoyed the gorgeous face of Askin here, by all means, give us one of these. It's nice to know that you like.
No one will like this video.
Honestly, you got the looks, mate. I've got the loud, boisterous finger bob, but you got the looks. At least your beard is still black. My beard is grey now. So, you still got your boyish good looks. But always give us one of those. It's always nice to do that. And as well as that, if you're not part of the OneRoyal family and you wish to get to know us a bit more, there's a little link in the description below. By all means, click it and you can check us out. And maybe you'd like to join the OneRoyal family. Anyway, one further point. A lot of people I noticed go back and watch the recordings, which is excellent. If you are watching this not live, but the recordings, and you have a question, by all means, put it in the comment section below. Me and Vaskin will see it, and we will reply to it next time we go live on there, which is practically every single day. Anyway, this is the first time you've been on their little show. What do you think? Have you enjoyed it?
Yes, of course. It seems very good. Hopefully, you'll see my beautiful face. Always.
You will see. Yeah, we'll bring on your boyish charms a lot more, Vaskin, definitely. But I say it's been a pleasure watching the event with you. It's nice to see. It's been nice to see a bit of volatility on the back of the CPI, which is good. We had to rush through the scenarios quickly because we were too busy talking, but we ran out of time. But at least we managed to cover the event as it happened. But anyway, Vaskin, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for coming on the show today. I really, really appreciate it. And we will see you again. We definitely will see you again. But do you want to say goodbye to the good people?
Thank you so much, James, for having me. Okay, and hope to see you guys again and trade safely.
Damn right. Don't steal my slogan now, you. All right, Vaskin, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. See you soon. Speak to you later, buddy. Thank you, mate. Bye-bye. There we go. Indeed, I got my special guest, my partner in crime and fellow analyst. Again, big thank you for Vaskin to join me. You will be seeing him again. Even though he doesn't know it, I will be bringing him on a lot more. So he's going to have to put up with that. But indeed, he has to come on. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that watch along. Okay, big shocker. CPI came in as expected, but the core came in lower. What does that mean for the Fed next? Anyway, till next time, don't forget, these little videos are for educational purposes only, and in no way whatsoever should they ever be taken as financial advice. I always suggest you do your own research, do your own due diligence, and of course, know the risks at hand before entering any trade. Till next time, every single one of you, trade safe.